It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. And this, a pivotal Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Houston Rockets. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Rockets coming into play. They lead this 5-game series 2 games to none. And now they'll have 3 shots trying to advance.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Kings have the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Bagley. No, I missed a short one there.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Clint Capella. From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested. And the slam. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going their team's way right now.
Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. No good. Ah, rocking the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
With the interception, great defensive play. Nothing going here on that drive. It's the Kings now with the ball. To Leonard. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
And the basket good at the rim.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Baseline drive. Runner's good there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard over to the right side. To Leonard. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Long key from 3/4 court. That's the end of one here in game number 3. Jay and I return in a moment. This is the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Calls that. Count the bucket for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Buddy Hield. To Bagley. Shot from the lane, won't go.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Buddy Hield. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
The Kings will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Buddy Hield to Bagley. Can't connect. out the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. That one's going to be out of bounds. Has a chance, and he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. Buddy Hield. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Rockets have the ball. To Capella. Surveys the floor. The jumper's off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Block up. Here you go. I got ball. This is all me. Hey, watch the screen.
Hield, guarded by Clint Capella. Marvin Bagley with the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Capella. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
I'm on D. I'm on D.
Buddy Hield. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
I got him. Here we go.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. So the 2 teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
with your halftime report. The Rockets absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Kings did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Sacramento ball.
I got him. Let's go.
To Hield.
Here we go. I got him. Hey, big screen right there. Big screen.
Takes stock of the floor. To Hield. Leonard. Off the mark.
I got it.
Brown into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. And the finish, slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Clint Capella able to recover with the block. Clint Capella sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Down low for Leonard. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Bagley. And finishes strong.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stairs is coming. Give me stairs. I told you the screen was coming. Shot up.
From the outside, no good. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. Leonard. Here comes the screen. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Double.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Great dish to set it up. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
The pass taken away by the Kings.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try at the line, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Done. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
He's got it. Three-point play on that trip.
I got blocked, man. Big pick right there.
To Leonard. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Tough make through traffic.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Rockets. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Leonard. Rises for the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Jumper's good.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, And the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
With the flush, taking on all comers.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Sacramento ball. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets will represent the West in the NBA Finals after today's landmark victory. After a season of adversity, it all comes down to one last playoff series, and I just know it's going to be incredible. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.